Hey everyone, it's me, Sierra. Ayahuasca Supernova did not want to make a cameo in this week's video. I'm sorry we don't have her today. She's off doing her own thing. Maybe we'll see her next week. So it's a new week and it's a time to ask Great Spirit a new question and consult the medicine cards and find out what message the animals wish to aid us with this week. I've decided to ask, what is something that collectively humanity can work on right now? I actually already shuffled the deck, but I haven't cut it, and I'm going to cut it and turn a card over. Porcupine. Porcupine medicine is innocence. It's about getting in touch with your inner child and remembering what are those things that brought you joy. This card is also asking us to get in touch with our faith, find out where did we lose faith. If we did lose it or if we've never had it, how can we find it again? So now I will go ahead and I'll read Porcupine medicine to you. Porcupine, remind me of innocence again. With every man a brother, each woman a friend. The south of the medicine wheel is the place of childlike innocence and humility. It is the home of playfulness and the position of porcupine on the medicine wheel of life. Porcupine has many special qualities and a very powerful medicine, the power of faith and trust. The power of faith contains within it the ability to move mountains. The power of trust in life involves trusting that the Great Spirit has a divine plan. Your task is to find the pathway that is most beneficial for you and that causes your greatest talents to further that plan. Trust can open doorways to the creation of space. The space thus created allows others to open their hearts to you, to share their gifts of love, joy, and companionship. If you were to observe porcupine, you would immediately notice its quills. These quills are only used when trust has been broken between porcupine and another creature. Much like otter, porcupine is a gentle, loving creature and non-aggressive. When fear is not present, it is possible to feed a porcupine by hand and never get stuck by its quills. Through understanding the basic nature of this animal, you may come to understand your own need for trust and faith and for becoming childlike again. In today's society, this is a needed reminder to honor the wonder of life and the appreciation of each new day as an adventure of discovery. I love that, honoring the wonder of life and having appreciation for each new day. I'd say that during this time, this pandemic, we are given an opportunity to truly appreciate so much in life, each and every day that we wake up. If we're healthy, if we have a roof over our head, if we have food on the table, if we can walk outside and smell the fresh air, we are truly fortunate. Porcupine sat silently, looking at a hollow log. She wondered if it was a playhouse that nature had created just for her. Porcupine envisioned all the things she could do with the log. She could climb on top and make the log roll from side to side. She could go inside and see if there were any juicy worms for her dinner. She could also scratch her back on the rough outer bark if she wanted to. Just as Porcupine was pondering what to do next, she saw a bear approaching. Bear was big and black and looking for honey. Oh, another playmate to share my log, she thought. Hello, bear, she cooed. Do you want to play and share my log with me? Gruff old bear snorted. Porcupine, don't you know that I'm too old to play? You're in my way. I'm looking for honey. Go away. Why, bear, you're never too old to play, she replied. If you forget what it was like to be a cub, you'll always be as impatient and gruff as you are now. Bear began to think about what Porcupine had said. Maybe she was right. All the other creatures had run away from Bear in fright. Even the other bears had turned up their noses when he growled at them. This little porcupine was certainly trusting him not to eat her. She even offered to be his friend. The old bear looked at Porcupine and began to feel something move inside him. He started to remember the games he had played as a cub. Joy started to live in him again. Little Porcupine, you've reminded me that in becoming strong and seeking answers, I got caught in trying to be an intellectual. I became afraid of what others would think if I dropped my mask of gruffness. I was afraid they wouldn't take me seriously anymore. You've taught me that in being a fuddy-duddy, I was causing others not to care for me. Thank you. I'd love to play with this old log. And so it was that Bear became childlike again and learned the innocence of Porcupine. In choosing the Porcupine card, you have given yourself a gentle reminder not to get caught in the chaos of the adult world where fear, greed, and suffering are commonplace. The medicine in this card is that of relief from seriousness and severity. Open your heart to those things that gave you joy as a child. Remember the preciousness of fantasy and imagination and the making of some game or toy from nothing but scraps. Honor the playfulness of spirit that lets everyone win. On the contrary, if you've been living in the negative aspects of Porcupine, of Innocence, this message is for you. In pulling the Porcupine card reversed, you are giving yourself a timely warning that you cannot win the game of life if you are too serious. In some area of your life, you may be feeling hurt or afraid of trusting again. It is possible that life has recently dealt you a hard blow. If this is so, it is time to begin again by placing your faith in your ability to overcome the lesson with joy. Are you willing to trust yourself? If so, you might begin by writing down the feelings that come out of the situation. How can you, as your adult self, comfort you, the child within, and teach your inner child how to have faith and trust again? The ill-dignified porcupine is belly up with its quills stuck in the ground. This is a rather defenseless position. You may be forcing yourself to be vulnerable so that you can regain your hope. Perhaps you needed to roll over to get your tummy patted. This position could therefore indicate that you are ready to accept a little love from others. In any case, if you are not willing to trust again, this card is forcing you to look at why, or why not. I'm truly just in awe at the fact that Porcupine came through with this question. I really do think that this time where we're all stuck at home, quarantined, possibly by ourselves, it really is an opportunity for us to explore what are those things that brought us joy or that lit us up from within. Porcupine is asking us to have fun. That, after all, is why I started doing these videos. Animal medicine was something that I always wanted more people to know about and learn about, but I never had the time to get the message out, or I didn't know how. But being stuck at home gave me the opportunity to say, you know what, I'm gonna share this thing that I love because I want more people to know about it. So here I am doing these videos. What's something in your life that you were putting off because you felt like you didn't have time or you didn't know how to go about it? I encourage you to open that log and see what's in there and see what you can play with and have fun. Until next week, go try something new. Go be a kid again. Go discover. And let me know what you find. If you find something new that you didn't know you enjoyed doing, or if you finally started that project that you've always wanted to do, or if you got back into something creative that you had put on hold, let me know. I would love to know how Porcupine is influencing you during this time. So thank you for watching these videos, and we'll see you soon. Bye.